Wondering what's going on with the Boston real estate market in September of 2022? Well, I've asked realtors, lenders, and attorneys, and this is what they've said. This is the conversation I'm having most of the time with my attorneys. So keep in mind, we're at the end of the deal. So if a realtor is originating deals, we're, 3 weeks, 6 weeks behind. Definitely slower. Last week was so slow. I was sort of thinking this is like the calm before the storm. So it's good to hear that the realtors are saying that as well. Lender friends are definitely seeing an increase in activity. So that's a great sign, right? We got realtors doing showings, lenders giving out pre-approvals. That's what we're looking for. I'm going to think that we're going with the fact that when you're making less money, your lifestyle needs to change. And I think that there are a lot of newer professionals in the real estate market that are going to struggle with this. I mean, the market's been so hot for several years. When I bought my first house in 2007, I was so proud of myself that I qualified for an interest rate under 8%. So, I mean, you marry the home price, not the rate. So they're worse, but not awful. And I think they're coming down. I think it's a real tough time to renovate in your own home or to be a developer. I know everything's still back ordered. In fact, my family's window business in Lynn, actually, sidebar, windows in stock, they're booming because they have windows in stock. Delays. Also, if I were looking to buy in new construction, I'd be worried about the financial solvency of these developers at this point. If you had been contracted in for new construction 2 years ago, your prices went up. I do think for such a small state, a lot of this depends on where in Massachusetts we're talking about. So this person's a realtor in the Merrimack Valley area, which is booming because you can still get good deals. Again, another realtor, they're getting ready. But I do think the fourth quarter will be strong. And as a group, we should prepare for a little bit of a slow winter, which is normal. I mean, that's how it always was up until 2 years ago. I'm not hating the slowdown either. Honestly, I think for 2 or 3 years, we were all so flat out. I mean, personally, I was making great money, but I was tired. So, it is what it is. Soak it in. Take the time to regroup for September. October. And I know interest rates are high, but I mean, I'd rather be a buyer in this market, frankly, because I'm here for protections. I like contingencies. I like home inspections. It was really tough out there for a lot of people. To the table with a ton of money, you weren't going to get that house, and that was tough. There is so much to be said for building your tribe. I mean, this is a tough job. We all need each other. Find people that light you up, like this guy, because I miss him too. And when you work with people you love, it's like you're not even working. I love that. This lender's speaking to my theory that you're going to find different markets in different areas of our state. But again, I'd be looking for those borrowers that got discouraged, people that just gave up, that kept getting outbid. I think it's a better time for them. Interest rates are not. If you get discouraged, just focus on the positive things. Like at least the bars are open. If you follow me, I've been talking about this time right now for a long time. The baby boomer generation is going to start to leave the industry. We're going to see a lot more new people come in. And also there are a ton of people in real estate that it was just easy money. It was tough going through it, but I can clearly see in retrospect that 2008 is where I built my career. I was the young kid. I didn't have any connections or experience, but I was consistent. I worked hard. I showed up, and that's what mattered. So in summary, last year was the busiest year I ever had in 20 years in real estate. So the market's still pretty decent. I think we're looking at a strong fourth quarter and a slowdown in the first quarter of 2023, but we're champions. We're not going to whine. So Maddie's got my number. I think that collect your money for the end of this year, and first quarter 2023 will separate the closers from the posers. I love that. I might have to steal that tagline. If you're a real estate professional that has something to add, I would love to hear your comments below.